With the passage of the Anti-Money Laundering Directive in 2014, the UK became one of the first nations to regulate cryptocurrencies, AMLD. This instruction mandated that cryptocurrency exchanges adhere to AML guidelines and report any suspicious activity. The Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, started regulating cryptocurrencies in the UK for the first time in 2016. Consumer protection and preventing using cryptocurrencies for unlawful purposes were the FCA's initial areas of emphasis. For Bitcoin exchanges operating in the UK, the FCA established strict regulations, requiring companies to have effective anti-money laundering procedures in place and to submit regular reports to the regulator. This regulations lessened the chance that Bitcoins will be used for illicit purposes like money laundering and financing terrorism. Initial coin offerings, ICOs, may be covered by current financial services regulations and may be governed by the FCA's rules, according to FCA guidance on ICOs published in 2018. This increased investor protection and helped the UK ICO sector become more transparent. The FCA has kept a close eye on the Bitcoin sector and taken several enforcement measures against businesses that have broken its laws. Due to the substantial risk involved with these instruments, the FCA forbade the sale of crypto derivatives to ordinary investors in 2020. This restriction was created to shield small-scale investors from the significant risks that come with cryptocurrencies, including market volatility, a lack of transparency, and insufficient fraud protection. The UK government has been proactive in its attempts to regulate cryptocurrencies in addition to the FCA. The fifth Anti-Money Laundering Directive, 5-AMLD, established by the government in 2020, mandated that Bitcoin exchanges register with the FCA and adhere to AML standards. Additionally, the 5-AMLD mandated that cryptocurrency exchanges carry out due diligence on its clients, including identification and source of money checks. Many in the industry have praised the UK's legislative approach to cryptocurrencies since it offers a clear framework for businesses to operate within while also protecting consumers. The UK's legislative strategy has also contributed to the country being a pioneer in the cryptocurrency industry, drawing businesses and investors from all over the world. The regulation of cryptocurrencies in the UK has significantly affected people's lives there, especially those who utilize cryptocurrencies as a means of investment or payment. The regulatory strategy used in the UK has aided in establishing a stable environment for the Bitcoin industry, lowering the likelihood of fraud and criminal activity, and enhancing consumer protection. One of the main advantages of the UK's regulatory approach is that it has made it simpler and more secure for people to invest in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency exchanges must now register with the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, and adhere to AML requirements as of the implementation of the 5th Anti-Money Laundering Directive, 5-AMLD, in 2020. As a result, there is less chance that cryptocurrencies will be used for unethical purposes like money laundering and financing terrorism. People who use cryptocurrencies in Britain now feel more at ease because of the FCA's emphasis on consumer safety. For Bitcoin exchanges operating in the UK, the FCA has set tough regulations, requiring them to have effective anti-money laundering measures in place and to submit regular reports to the regulator. This has assisted in lowering the possibility of fraud and ensuring that customers are safeguarded against potential losses. Consumers have benefited from the UK's regulatory approach, but the wider Bitcoin market has also benefited. The UK has become a leader in the cryptocurrency industry thanks to its transparent and consistent legal structure, which has drawn businesses and investors from all over the world. As a result, there has been an increase in investment into the UK cryptocurrency business, which has fueled innovation and growth. Other countries from across the world have taken note of the UK's approach to cryptocurrency regulation, and several are now considering doing the same. Many nations are now considering legislation similar to the UK's because of the UK's emphasis on consumer protection and measures to lower the possibility of cryptocurrencies being used for illicit purposes. For instance, the EU Anti-Money Laundering Directive, a set of cryptocurrency rules, was adopted by the European Union, AMLD. Similar to the rules put in place in the UK, the EU AMLD compels cryptocurrency exchanges to adhere to AML requirements and to report suspicious activities. The cryptocurrency industry has embraced the EU AMLD because it offers a clear framework for businesses to operate within and helps to lower the likelihood that cryptocurrencies would be used for unlawful purposes. In conclusion, both the lives of people in Britain and the larger cryptocurrency market have been significantly impacted by the UK's legislative approach to cryptocurrencies. The UK's emphasis on consumer protection and initiatives to lessen the possibility that cryptocurrencies may be used for illicit purposes have contributed to the development of a secure and stable environment for the cryptocurrency market. The UK's regulatory strategy has also had an impact, and many other countries across the world are now attempting to enact comparable restrictions in order to follow Britain's example. The UK's regulatory strategy has attracted businesses and investors from all over the world and helped to position the country as a leader in the Bitcoin industry.